Hey, what is going on, Fan Clan? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Danny Phantom, and if this is your first time here, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity, checking out what I have to say. If you enjoy what you hear, please consider hitting that subscribe button down below. We just passed 23,000 subscribers, which is absolutely insane. Knocking on the door of 25,000, and that triggers the 25,000 subscriber giveaway that is live right now on pkmncoliseum.com. You can head on over there. We are giving away $2,500 worth of product to 25 different winners. So each winner will receive approximately a $100 prize. Head on over to pkmncoliseum.com. At the top there is a tab there that says Fan Clan YouTube giveaway. I believe that's what it's called. Just fill out the form and you will be entered in to win. We'll be giving this away. This contest runs, I believe, until Christmas. So we should hit 25,000 subscribers before Christmas. Thank you so much for all of your support. Please consider hitting that subscribe button down below if you haven't already. Share this video with your friends. Leave a comment, leave a like, share it, love it. You know the drill. Thank you so much for your support. You guys are awesome. One quick housekeeping matter that I wanted to bring up prior to getting into our topic for the day is our next vintage booster box break has been announced officially. So that is going to be occurring on December 9th. I believe that's a Wednesday, 8:30 p.m. Central Time. We are going to be breaking open, rewinding time back to 1999 again, and breaking open an unlimited Jungle booster box. So recently we did a first edition one. Now we're going to do an unlimited one. We have about 10 packs left in the break. So if you're interested in participating, the link will be down below in the description. Like I said, we have about 10 packs left. You can either keep your pack sealed, or if you want to get an entire art set, you can keep that sealed, or you can have me open it live on this YouTube channel on stream, which is where it's all going to be going down. We will have grading options available, things like that, if you decide to have me open it. But like I said, 10 spots left. This break is a little bit higher priced than what I would like. Unfortunately, we got this box a little bit high just because the market was a little bit higher a few weeks ago. It's dipped down quite a bit, which is very, very nice for us as purchasers, as collectors, but not so great when you're doing a break like this. So unfortunately, it's a little bit higher. The good thing is you know that it's not resealed. It's tamper-proof. It is going to be guaranteed unweighed. I'm not going to weigh any of these. You'll be able to see it all unfold live on stream. It'll be really, really cool, and your packs will come tamper-proof, sealed, all that good stuff. So if you'd like to participate, check out the link down in the description below. With that being said, I want to talk a little bit more about building your own business. Today I want to talk about advertising and marketing. We've talked in the past about starting your own Pokemon business, and whether you are doing this for Pokemon or for a different trading card game or for trading card games in general, comic books, patio umbrellas, whatever the case is that you might be selling and looking at starting your own business, it all kind of aligns with each other, right? So I want to talk to you about advertising, marketing, things like that, what you want to do, especially from a social media standpoint. So I'm going to tell you what hasn't worked for me and what has worked for me. The important thing is that this is just my opinion, and this is just what has worked for me. Your niche and your specialty may be a lot different than what I've done, or than what I've been successful at. And the important thing that you need to understand is you should stick to what you are good at and stick to what you know. That is the most important thing. With that being said, about 5 years ago, I was big on Facebook with Dead Draw Gaming, which is my prior business. So if you scroll back through a bunch of old videos, you will see me and a couple friends who started a business called Dead Draw Gaming. I've talked about it a lot in previous videos, catering really to the competitive people, and the competitive world was on Facebook a lot. So we decided we were going to launch our Facebook campaign, launch our Facebook page, and really try and generate traffic to that Facebook page through likes and follows or whatever it was at the time. So we were having contests and giveaways and things like that to really generate traffic to our Facebook page, which then in turn would generate traffic to our website. As things kind of evolved, the competitive world started moving more into Twitter. So we started focusing more on Twitter, both our own personal Twitter pages as well as our business Twitter page. And since then, ever since that kind of broke off with Dead Draw Gaming, I have been finding Instagram to be literally the best possible business growing tool when it comes to Pokemon cards, or probably the TCG world in specific. I've found a lot of success on Instagram. I've had moderate success. I'm not going to say that I am very, very large on Instagram, but you can definitely give me a follow at danny.phantom on Instagram just to get kind of a feel of what I'm doing on there, whether it be my hashtag strategies or my post strategies, anything like that. But I was able to grow my Instagram page from maybe 100 followers to a little over 18,000 followers in the span of about 9-10 months. And a lot of it is based off of research and things that I did ahead of time, and just mainly focusing on hashtag growth and following specific niches. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about Instagram than I am about any other platform, but like I said before, please make sure to stick with what you know, because if you're really good on Twitter or Facebook or Pinterest or Reddit or some other social media world that you have dabbled in, I would stick to that and kind of grow and work on that strategy. I think a lot of these strategies kind of align with each other when it comes to social media, so I'm just going to focus specifically on Instagram because that's what I've had the most success in, and that's what I believe in the most, because I really like how it highlights your products and services to the end consumer. So when it comes to Instagram, the first thing that you really need to focus on is interacting with your community. So when I was a lot newer in the Instagram world, a lot of what I did was I followed people in the Instagram world who had a decent amount of followers, but I saw were interacting well with their community because I knew that I could form relationships with them. And I wasn't trying to be salesy at first or anything like that. Really, my main goal was to establish relationships, to get to know these people, because hopefully they would become my customer one day. So really, I wanted to figure out what it was that they were interested in, whether it be competitive play, whether it be collecting old vintage cards or new ultra rares or anything like that. I just wanted to get to know people a little bit better, and that's what I focused on for a long time. The second thing that I want you to understand is this takes a long time. You have to be consistent. It's just like growing this business in general. It is a grind, and you need to consistently perform over the span of months. So when I first started, I was posting 2 times a day, every day, Monday through Friday on Instagram, and then I would follow up with a post on Saturday and a post on Sunday. So I was posting about 12 pictures every week with thought out, detailed stories beneath my post. So it would be, a lot of it would focus on specific niches within the trading card game itself. So I wouldn't just focus on, all of my cards all the time and just post pictures of every single card from different angles. What I focused on was I took 3 or 4 different categories that I knew I had a lot of interest in. One of them was competitive play. One of them was old school retro decks, because I was trying to focus on building those at the time. One of them was ultra rares, and one of them was sealed product. And those are what I would kind of cycle through every day throughout the week, telling stories and explaining everything that I had, something behind the card, why it had meaning or why it had value, things like that. Because a lot of times people think all you have to do is post a picture and that's what generates the likes. But if you want to establish long-term relationships with people and long-term customers, you really want to tell a story with your post. And it can be a little bit more lengthy, because that's going to catch the people that you want to catch. That's going to be catching the people who are going to pay attention to you, because as great as likes are and as great as follows are, you want those consistent followers who are going to come back to you for product, who are going to message you for new releases, who are going to message you about specific pre-orders and things like that. And eventually, after doing this consistently for a long period of time, you will build up enough of a following that you are going to get free advertising and free marketing for all of your products. I can tell you, with every set release that we've had, sending out all these pre-orders time in and time out has generated tons of new follows and tons of new customers, just because of all of the current customers that we have tagging us and thanking us in their posts. So whether it be a story that they're posting or whether it be a new post on Instagram, a lot of times they're shouting out, hey, wanted to shout out the Coliseum and say thank you to Danny.Phantom, and say thank you to Papa Blastoise for providing such a great service. And that is free marketing and free advertising, which free is definitely something I think we can all agree is very, very valuable when it comes to running your own business. I have never dabbled with paid subscriptions. I've never dabbled with sponsored posts or anything like that, and I would recommend not doing that, especially for a long time. I can understand maybe looking into it down the road, especially if you are struggling with sales, but I'm talking about down the road, years down the road. At least try and growing your brand organically first, because I think that goes a long way. I have seen people who have had success before with Facebook ads. I have not tried it, so I cannot speak to that, but I know a lot of people who have tried Instagram ads before and it did not work for them. Another thing that I want to say is there are people out there who are buying Instagram followers and buying likes on Instagram. Stay away. It will ruin your Instagram account. So I also know people who have done that route, and they have paid hundreds of dollars to buy a bunch of followers and buy a bunch of likes, and all they have is 13,000 followers on Instagram and posts that get 80, 90 likes every time, and it's not any interaction at all. There's no genuineness to it at all. So when you see somebody who makes a post, and let's say that they have 14,000 followers, and they're like, hey, I just got these in, these are going to be for sale, I've got the new Shiny Star V product, I'm going to be selling for $125 a box, and you look and there's 80 likes but no comments. Well, $120 a box is a perfectly reasonable price, but none of their followers are legitimate, and none of their followers are people who are actually interested in their product. So they made the mistake because they started buying followers and buying likes, which actually in turn bites them in the long run, especially because Instagram gives bonuses to you after you get to certain follow levels. So once you get to like 10,000 followers on Instagram, you have a swipe up feature in your story where you can post a story of a product and then you can add a link to it. So all of your viewers, all of your followers who view your story, all they have to do is swipe up in that story and they will be taken to that web link. So a lot of times I will utilize that if I put a new product for sale on the website. And that's why I tell people to follow me. So if you follow me at danny.phantom on Instagram, I might post a story that says, hey, we've got Shiny Star V in stock now on the website, swipe up in order to purchase a box. And people will just have to swipe up and that'll take them right to that product on our website and they can check out right away. You are not going to get that if you are buying followers, because Instagram will keep track of it. They will find out and they probably will tell you, hey, that's great that you have 10,000 followers, but they're not legitimate, so we're shutting this down. We are not going to give you the swipe up feature at all. Instagram does a great job of selling product for you as long as you're posting within your niche. And when I say niche, I know I've used that word a lot, but you really want to narrow down your topic. I would not recommend just posting, like I said before, a bunch of pictures of your collection from various angles, but really break it down to things that are important to you and follow a hashtag strategy that kind of accentuates that, if that makes sense. I would definitely recommend giving me a follow, just because then you can see what I use. Even if you end up unfollowing me down the road, that's fine. But you can kind of see what I've done in the past. I keep all of my posts up there so I don't delete anything, so you can see how I've grown throughout the year. But you can look at how I interacted with people in the past. You can look at what content I was putting out at the past, and you can look at the hashtag strategies that have evolved in the past, so that way you can get a better understanding of what I've done to grow my Instagram page. And if you steal it and use it on your own, that's totally fine. I mean, it worked for me, so I would assume that it would work for somebody else. As long as they're mimicking what I've done in the past, it should work relatively the same. But then I would really focus on giving back to your community that you establish, because they are there to support you. So you want to give back to them, whether it be discounted product or a giveaway every once in a while. Like I said, I gave away a lot of free product on Instagram because that was really important to me. Running a full-time job and having this extra on the side and then giving back to those people who believed in me and who helped me grow my brand was really important. Who helped me and Papa grow our brand was important, and I really wanted to give back to them, and Papa did too. So that's why we continue to launch giveaways and continue to launch discounted campaigns and things like that. So I hope a lot of this made sense. It's really important if you're trying to launch a TCG Player account or an eBay account or an Amazon account, to get to know your followers and stick to the area that you are comfortable in, whether it be Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Like I said, if there's another social media outlet that you are focusing on, I would definitely consider staying on that and just trying to get a better understanding of all the different tools that you can utilize. It takes research, but there are good YouTube videos out there and good articles out there that will help you grow. I researched for a few hours on how to grow my Instagram page prior to even starting, and then continued to research different things on how to keep it growing. But a lot of it is important. It's important to stick to an organic system, and that's why I would recommend doing that. Post stories, follow people who you have similar interests with, but then narrow down that niche. So if you want to focus on competitive play or competitive staples, post that and talk about that. Talk about something that has meaning and value. And then over time, once you consistently do it for a few months, 6 months, you will build an audience that's big enough that you can start directing them to a website or start directing them to an eBay account, and really start growing your brand that way. Everything with a business takes time. It is not a get-rich-quick scheme. That's what I've really wanted to focus on and tell you guys from the get-go. This isn't something where you can just go buy out a bunch of product like a Hidden Fates ETB and then sell it for 3 times the cost that it cost for you to take it in. That's not going to happen. That's not long-term income. That's just one quick sale. And I'm in this for the long-term income, so I hope you guys are as well. And this is the best kind of advice that I can give you. So hopefully you liked what I said. Like I said, please consider hitting that subscribe button down below. If you have any questions, I am in the middle of packing hundreds of orders because of our Black Friday sale, so I will try to get back to everybody as soon as I can. But thank you so much for checking out this video. Until next time, guys, peace.